Hello friends, welcome to our channel BSc Agriculture. If you are coming to our channel for the first time, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's move to the video. In this video, we are going to see about fundamentals of agronomy and agricultural heritage. We are going to cover Unit 3 and the lecture topic is factors affecting crop production, climatic, edaphic, biotic, as well as physiographic and socio-economic factors of the crop in the field conditions. So while seeing what are the factors affecting crop growth, there are two factors, which is internal one and external one. So internal one is based on genetic or heredity, as well as the external one is based on environmental changes like climatic, edaphic changes, biotic changes, physiographic and socio-economic changes. First of all, seeing the internal factors affecting the plant growth are, so increase in crop yield and other desirable characters are mainly done by the genetic makeup of the plant, which comes from their ancestors, as well as the genetic characteristics are high yielding ability and early maturity, resistance to lodging and drought, flood and salinity tolerance, tolerance to insect pest and diseases, chemical composition of grains such as oil content, protein content, fiber content in the plants, as well as the quality of grains such as fineness and coarseness, as well as the quality of straw like sweetness and juiciness of the straw. So these are some of the internal factors which comes from its ancestor. So, and the next one is the external factors, which is a climatic. First one is climatic factor, where the climatic factor affects the 50% of the yield. So the following are the atmospheric weather variables which influences the crop production are precipitation, temperature, atmospheric humidity, solar radiation, wind velocity and atmospheric gas. These are the 6 climatic factors which influences the yield of the crop. So while seeing the cardinal temperature, there are around 3 temperatures for the following 5 main crops like rice, wheat, maize, sorghum and tobacco. So the minimum, optimum and maximum temperature for the following crops are given in this table. So I have given this in lecture notes. You can able to see as it clears. So, and this picture shows about the what are the wavelength. So we use it to know the 400 to 700 nanometer wavelength of light are only visible to our human eyes, as well as the absorption spectra of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B are. So the chlorophyll A used to observe the red color, as well as the chlorophyll B used to observe maximum the blue color. So these are the chlorophyll changes, as well as seeing the different light sensitive crops like light response to crops. There are photoperiodism, response of the plant to its day length. There are 3. They are short day, long day and neutral day. So the short day crops are like rice, sorghum and maize. The long day are wheat, barley, oat, carrot and cabbage, as well as the day neutral, which is sunflower, cotton and tobacco. The difference between these, the short day plant used to need less than 12 hours of sunlight, as well as the long day plant used to need more greater than 12 hours of sunlight. So the day neutral plants which approximately needs 12 hours of sunlight. So these are the difference between photoperiodism of the plant as well as the phototropism of the light. You can able to see this in sunflower, where the response of plant to its light direction, where the head of the sunflower is used to turn in the direction of sunlight. So as well as the photosensitivity, so which is bound variety, which is mainly depend on the quantity of light received by the crop. So as well as the next one is edaphic factor, which is a soil factor. Plants that which completely depend only on the soil for its growth. The factors affecting the crop growth in soil are soil moisture, air, temperature and mineral matter in the soil, organic matter, soil organism and its reaction to the minerals. So these are the edaphic factors which controls the crop growth in the soil. So I have given the image, which is pH and nutrient availability of the soil in different pH. And the next one is biotic factor. So there are both beneficial and harmful effects caused by the biological organisms in the field. So they are known as biotic factor of the crop. So there is a biotic factors which is depend on plants, animals, both plants and animals. So there is a competitive nature between the plants and adaptive and susceptible one. There are different ones. So animals which where the some of the harmful insects can able to affect the plant crop growth in the field. So these are the biotic factors. So and the next one is physiographic factor, the topography of the nature of surface of the earth, where the mean sea level from where the distance from the mean sea level is known as the topography, as well as the altitude increases, which causes the decrease in temperature and increase in precipitation and wind velocity. Example, hills and plains. So in that area only selected crops can be grown, and as well as the steepness of the slope result in runoff of rainwater and loss of nutrition from the top soil of our land, also used to cause the crop growth, as well as the exposure to light and wind on the mountain slope side. The exposure to low intensity of light and also have strong dry winds, which is used to reduce the crop growth, as well as such as coastal areas as well as interior pockets. So, and the final one is socio-economic factor, where the society inclination of farming and the members available for the cultivation, as well as their tradition of cultivating the crop in that particular area, which is a socio-economic factors. So appropriate choice of crops made by the human being to satisfy their food and fodder requirement of their farmhold as well as their village is are some of the socio-economic factors. So the breeding varieties by human invented increases yield as well as pest and disease resistance, which is not done by the nature, but they are done by the genetic means. So the economic condition of the farmer greatly decides the input sources like water as well as nutrient supplement for the crop. So the resource mobilizing ability is mainly by can be classified as marginal, small, medium, and large farmers. So these are the major socioeconomic factors which affects the crop growth. So as well as I have already given the lecture notes in description. So please comment your queries in the comment section, as well as like my video and share with your friends, and subscribe to BSc Agriculture and hit the bell icon to get regular updates. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you. I will catch you up in next videos.